Hey everyone, surprise! It's Matt Fraser, the psychic medium, and I am live right now on YouTube. I know I never do this, but I wanted to come in and to surprise all of you guys and let you know some news in the meantime. Now, I know that many of you guys have been watching my readings. You've been seeing all the people that I've helped to reconnect with their loved ones on the other side. But how many of you have been wondering about what happens when we die? What happens when we leave this world? Have you ever wondered what heaven is like, who we're with, what the other side is like? Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you today. But first of all, I want to say hello to some of you. First of all, I see Frenette. Frenette is here. I see Linda. I see Tony. I see Skinny G. I see Carrie Culp. I see, who else is here? Carrie Burgess. Oh my God, can you believe it? We're live. Burnett Miller is here. I see BLN Freak. I see Witchy Lady. I love that. I see Angie is here and Lisa Pulvis. Oh my God, come on in, come on in. I got exciting news to share with all of you. And also, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what I've learned about the afterlife. And here's what I've learned, from coming on here, from doing all these readings. So many of you have, written to me and said, Matt, I'm so afraid of death. I'm so afraid of dying. You guys have asked me so many questions about what happens when we leave this world. And one of the questions that you've asked me, one of the main questions that I get asked all the time, is that you guys hear me talk about us being energy. That when we leave this world, we become energy. What does that mean? That alone freaks people out, because people say to me all the time, well, Matt, does that mean that, I can't touch my loved ones? Does that mean when I die, I don't have a body? I look like air? Does that mean like I'm nothing? Does that mean I cease to exist? No, it means the opposite. Here's one of the things that I want to let you guys know, all right, is that here's what the spirit world has told me about that. There are two versions of us. There's the physical version that, lives here in this world that you guys see every day when you look in the mirror. But deep within us, we have another version of us, and that other version of you is your soul. And your soul is exactly who you are. Your soul is what allows you to feel love. Your soul is what allows you to feel connections with humans, with pets. Your soul is what allows you, to live in this world and live in the next world. And what's so amazing is that your soul is the perfect version of you. It looks just like you. The only difference is that your soul has no pain, no illness, no negativity. And here's the reason why, all right? The spirit world has told me that when we're born here in this world, okay, we're all born pure souls. We know nothing but love. We don't know jealousy. We don't know hate. We don't know anger. We don't know any of those things. We're born as a pure soul. But living life here in this world, we learn many things that we wish that we never did. Living life here in this world, we learn jealousy, we learn hate, we learn anger, we learn, sadness, we learn all of these different emotions, all of these things. We're taught these things when we're here on earth. But when we transition on, when our soul leaves our body, we go to the other side. And during that transition process, we leave behind the pain, the anger, the resentments, the illness that we had here in this world, those negative thoughts that we had here in this world. And that's how our soul is able to live on. Our soul is able to live on because of its existence within energy. And what's so incredible as well, all right? Oh my God, I see Karen Doyle made it on, and I see Anita Zala is here, and Angela Austin, and Brandy Hart, thank you. And I see Deli D1 is here, and David Hale. David goes, Matt, you did a reading for my friend. It was amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. And I also see Redneck Girl Transparency is here. And when you guys come up with these usernames, by the way, where the hell do you find these usernames? And I see Leslie Franco is here. And oh my God, Witchy Lady says she's getting all these signs. Should the radio come on today? So what I want you guys to know is when you think of your soul, think of the way that you look now. Your soul isn't much different. But the soul, like I said, is the perfect version of you, the perfect version without any pain, illness, disability, so on and so forth. And I say that because if you've been watching my readings, you'll see that when I talk to certain souls on the other side, when they come through, they come through being the perfect version of themselves. For example, let's say somebody lost their legs here in this life. When I connect with them on the other side, they have their legs back. Why is it? Because your soul is the perfect version of you. Always remember that, right? It's the reason why, there were children that, I've channeled that couldn't talk and couldn't speak here in this world because they had illnesses like, autism. But on the other side, they can speak full sentences. It's the reason why, a soul may have lost a ton of weight, lost their teeth here in this world, become recognizable before their passing because of the illness that they went through. But on the other side, they have their teeth back, their smile back, their weight back, their love back. It's the reason why somebody could have had addictions here in this world that they couldn't control that ended up, causing their passing. And on the other side, they come through clean and sober. Because when we leave this world, we leave all of that behind and we make our transition to the other side and our soul becomes pure again. So if you're wondering what your soul looks like, right? Think about how you envision yourself before you look in the mirror. Think about it this way. I like to think of our soul like the perfect Facebook picture. Has that happened to you? Have you gone in and you're really cynical when you go through your photos? Maybe you pick a photo that's 10 years younger than you. I've seen that happen many times on Facebook. Maybe you put up a picture, where you feel like you look really great in. You feel like you look thin or slender in it. You look younger in it. When you go to look in the mirror, before you look in the mirror, how do you envision yourself? How do you want yourself to look? Well, that's really what your soul is. It's the same thing when I talk to people that are older, right? For example, a lot of my older clients will say to me, Matt, you should have saw me back in the day. I was so sexy. I was so beautiful. I was skinny. I was this. I had long hair down my ass. I look like this. I look like that. Oh, if I could go back to those years. Oh, if I could look like that again. Well, you know what? The funny part is that when we get to heaven, a lot of souls do. For example, the soul passed when they were, 100 years old and they were, they were bald and wrinkled and whatever. They might come through to me being 10 years younger or 20 years younger because those were their golden moments in life. It's even happened, when souls have come through that passed of Alzheimer's and dementia. And maybe for the past 20 years, they had that disease and it caused them to look different, to say different things, to not be able to remember, to become a different person. Well, a lot of times they'll come through on the other side being the way that they were before they had that Alzheimer's, before they had that dementia, before all those things started going on with their body. And that's what's so amazing. Crystal's saying, Matt, I love you. I love you too. I see CJ Benjamin is here from South Africa. And I also see, who else is that here? Ian Millington is here. And let's see, I see Anna is here. You guys are so funny. I see that Pam goes, Matt, I can't remember myself before the stretch marks. Crystal is here. I see Jay is here from Connecticut. So that's what's truly incredible. And because your energy when we leave this world, your loved ones in spirit tell me that they're able to do really cool things. For example, the number one way that your loved ones in spirit have visited you is they come through in your dreams. Have you ever experienced, all right, a dream of a loved one? Have you ever seen a loved one in your dream, and in your dream you could hug your loved one? You could literally feel you hugging your loved one. Have you ever had a dream where you literally could feel the breath of your loved one that had passed on your face? Has it ever been where you had a dream that you were sitting next to your loved one in spirit and you could actually feel the chair that you were sitting in? You could feel their touch. You could hear them. It was so real that when you woke up, maybe your eyes filled up with tears. Maybe you didn't want the dream to be over and you're like, what just happened to me? Well, if that has ever happened to you, then you've seen a spirit. People often ask me, Matt, what is it like being a psychic? What is it like being a medium? What is it like seeing different visions? It's exactly like dreaming. Because when we go to sleep, our mind shuts off, right? But our consciousness, enters a different space. And during that time, our thoughts in our head and our consciousness is really energy. So what happens is when we're fast asleep, your loved ones in spirit can take that opportunity to come and reach you in a dream. And during that dream, they can spend a few moments with you. They can show you that they're okay. And sometimes they can even deliver a message, tell you what's going to happen in the future. Share with you some details that they didn't get to here in this world. and let you know that they are fine. That's what's so amazing. So like I says, for all of you who wonder what a spirit looks like, what our loved ones look like after they died, if you ever had a dream of your loved one in spirit, where you felt them, could touch them, it was so real, you woke up crying, then you've seen a spirit. And if you didn't get a dream of your loved one, doesn't mean that your loved one doesn't love you, doesn't mean that your loved one doesn't care about you. It just means that they're going to reach you in a different way. We can't all receive dreams of our loved ones. Why? Because some people don't remember their dreams. Some people, take sleep medication. Like one woman said to me one time, I'll never forget this reading. She said to me, because every time I do a reading, I learn about the other side and I learn how our loved ones communicate with us. And she said to me, Matt, I don't understand it. I don't get any dreams of my father. She goes, my mom dreams of my father. She goes, my sister dreams of my father, but I don't get any dreams of my father. And when I went to connect with her dad in spirit told me that he was trying to reach her. He was trying to connect with her. He was trying to talk to her, but he told me that she was taking sleep medication, and that sleep medication, she was such in a deep sleep that somehow it affected, him being able to come through in the dreams. But he said, tell my daughter not to worry. I reach her in other ways. And he showed me cardinals, and that was his sign to her. And she started crying. She's like, yes, I get the cardinals. She's like, but I got nervous. She's like, because I'm like, is it really my dad? Because my sister and my mom were dreaming of him, and I wasn't, but I was seeing cardinals. Well, the one thing that your loved ones in spirit also tell me on the other side is that when we pass on, when we go to the other side, we choose the way that we're going to reach our loved ones. Isn't that amazing? So when we die, when we transition on, we actually pick the ways in which we're going to reach our loved ones here in this world. We choose, are we going to send our loved ones butterflies? Are we going to come through in music? Are we going to come through with our smell? Are we going to come through with, certain songs? So when we go to heaven, we choose the way that we reach our loved ones here in this world. But that's not all. The spirits also tell me that with each person that they go to connect with, each person they go to connect with, they choose a different sign to reach them. So for example, let's say that you pass on, you might choose to reach your dad here in this world using, using feathers. And you might connect with your mom, using a certain song on the radio. You choose different ways to connect with your loved ones based on your connection that you had here in this world. And the other thing that the spirits tell me as well that you need to know is that when we pass on, heaven is a place that reunites all of us. And when I say all of us, it means that we're reunited with our friends, we're reunited with our pets, we're reunited with every single person that we've lost. And during that time, when we transition over, notice I use the word transition, because when we pass on, we actually go through a process called a life review. And during that life review, we're able to see the people that we've helped, the people that we've hurt. We get to see, the good things that we did in our life, the bad things that we did in our life, the not so great things within our life. And during that life review, we're also able to see, the reason why we were put here on this earth. Because if you're breathing, if you open your eyes, in the morning, it means that there's still a purpose for you here in this world. And what the spirit world also tells me is that we never really know what our life purpose is. Even myself, I think that my life purpose, is being a psychic medium and delivering these messages and helping people connect with our loved ones. I'm pretty sure that's what my life purpose is, but I truly won't know the magnificence of it or why I was put here on this earth until I pass on. When I pass on, then it all makes sense. And we're also able to see how we're all connected with one another. Isn't that amazing? You're able to just know things about people. You're able to know, and once you get to the other side, you're able to meet your grandparents, great-grandparents, friends, people from your past. Anyone that you've lost is all there. And that's what's so incredible. So one of the things that you guys have also asked me about as well. Oh my God, a lot of people are tuned in right now. I see Linda is here, Linda Shapeshifter. I got, we got a lot of psychics and mediums in the house. I also see Maggie Lopes is here. And I see Paisley is here, and Darlene is here. Well, I didn't know we had so much, what's it called? I didn't know that we had so many, spiritual people here on the Facebook. Well, I don't even know what platform I'm on right now. On YouTube, excuse me. That's how you know I need to live stream more often. So we got Jay Kingman is here. A Cup of Tea with Lucy is here. I see, who else is here? Geraldine Bryan is here from Ireland. All right. And Mark V says, Big Spirit, we love you back. And a lot of you guys are asking how you can get more into it. I love that. Here's how you get more into it. You get more into your own psychic ability by figuring out the way that you are psychic. Remember, we all have a psychic connection. We all have an invisible string that connects us to our loved ones in spirit. And with that invisible string, it means that we can talk to our loved ones anytime. When you think of message to your loved ones, whether it be that you're just saying hello, whether there's something you have to tell them, whether it was a deeper message and you didn't get to say goodbye, when you think a message to your loved one, it immediately reaches them through an invisible string. That string is an energy line between you and your loved ones in spirit. But what's so cool is the same way that you'll hear psychics and mediums talk about that you can think a message and it will go to your loved ones on the other side. Your loved ones on the other side can also deliver messages to you. And that is what is so amazing. So the way that your loved ones deliver messages to you is right through your thoughts. That's how every psychic medium connects. You know, and different mediums have different specialties, but all mediums connect mainly through thoughts because your loved ones are energy. So they kind of slip into your thought waves. That's the reason why, even if you're not psychic whatsoever, you don't feel like you're psychic, you can still receive messages from your loved ones. How many times, okay, did you have certain things happen that you thought your mind was playing tricks on you? For example, maybe you were making your, grandmother's favorite recipe. And, as you were making it, you could swear in your mind that you could hear your grandmother saying, add a little bit more salt, or that's too much. Don't do it this way. Do it this way. How many times could you be thinking about your dad that had passed away and you swear you heard him say, I love you, or I'm thinking about you, or there's something that you swear that you could hear through your thoughts? You are not crazy. It's that invisible string, that invisible energy that connects us to all those we love. And what's so amazing as well is that as much as you get excited to hear from your loved ones are also, excited to hear from you. So the way that works is that, how your loved ones send signs is they first start off with repeating numbers when they first pass on. Ever wonder why you keep waking up at 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning every night? First starts that your loved ones send you repeating numbers. Sometimes it starts with waking you up in the middle of the night. Then you start to see numbers no matter where you go. Maybe you see 1111. Maybe you see the time in which your dad died. Maybe you see your mom's anniversary numbers in front of you. Then you're scratching your head saying, why is this happening? Then all of a sudden you start to see signs, specific signs. Like maybe you keep seeing dragonflies out of nowhere and you're like, what's going on with the dragonflies? You see them when you go to the car, there's dragonflies flying around you. You go to the store and there's a shirt in front of you with the dragonfly on it. You go in and buy someone a birthday card. There's a birthday card with the dragonfly. And you're like, why does this symbol keep following me? It's because there's someone in spirit that's trying to reach you. There's someone in spirit that's trying to get your attention. And the signs, okay, come in many shapes and forms. You can smell your loved ones, as weird as it is. Have you ever been, alone by yourself and you smelt your dad's cigarette smoke? Maybe you smelt your grandfather's old pipe that he used to smoke. Maybe you smell your mom's, cologne or perfume out of nowhere. Maybe it's that you smell a familiar smell from your childhood, like the inside of your grandmother's house. They appear in music, songs that your mom used to sing to you, songs your dad used to sing to you. The song that you and your dad used to dance to at your wedding day. The song that was your son's favorite here in this world. They appear within nature, butterflies, dragonflies, certain things that they send you. Repeating numbers. And also, my personal favorite are dreams when they really have to let us know that they're with us and deliver a message. So the one thing that I want to let you know, all right, is that there's really not much of a separation between this world and our loved ones. Our loved ones are beside us every single day. And what makes it really tough is that we just can't see them. Heaven is an invisible world separated by a veil. And the veil is kind of like a membrane, right? We call it a veil because it's almost like there's this curtain that separates our world from the next. But if we could remove that curtain, we could see our loved ones with us every single day. And I wish nothing more that I could give you all a pair of my eyes. I wish that you guys could see what I see. I wish that you could see, when I go to the supermarket, a son who had passed away following his mom and watching over her. I wish you could see, when I walk around, the city, certain souls that are following certain family members to make sure that they're okay, to keep an eye on them, sending them love, sending them strength, sending them positive energy. Because as you live life here in this world, I want to let you know that you are never alone. You have spirit guides, guardian angels, and your loved ones in heaven that are always there and with you. And now for the big announcement that I'm going to tell you, all right, is that this whole year, you guys have been sending me your questions. You've been asking about reincarnation. You've been asking about, do pets make it to the heaven? You've been asking about, what happens when someone passes tragically? What happens when someone passes of suicide? Well, I want to let you know that I took all of your questions and I'm releasing a brand new book coming out this summer called We Never Die, Secrets of the Afterlife. Oh my God, I got the chills. This book was literally, written by all of you. All the questions that you have asked me, that you've posted on YouTube, that you've posted on my Facebook, that you've posted on my Instagram, that you think I'm not paying attention to, I said, you know what? I'm going to surprise them all. I took all the questions and I put it in this new book. All right. And this book has all of these questions that are answered. What age are you in heaven? Who are we with in heaven? What happens when we die? So that being said, this is my new book. Pre-orders start today. And that's why I wanted to come in and let you guys know that you can now pre-order this book right now on my website, anywhere that you buy books. I want to give you the link. Here's the link right here. It's in the comments below. And I also have it. Can I pin this? Yes. This is in the comments below. And then it's also pinned on the chat. Do you see it pinned there in the comments? I have it pinned in the comments and in the chat. And this is where you can get We Never Die. Pre-orders start today. It's being released this summer. And here's what's so amazing. If you guys pre-order this right now on Amazon, you don't get charged until the book ships. So for those of you who are absent-minded like myself, because I got to talk to dead people all day, I never know where the hell I'm coming and going, all right? I talk to dead people. I talk to myself. I do a lot. Being a psychic medium, you do a lot of talking to yourself because you're talking to the dead. So this is who I talk to when I'm bored. But anyways, here's the thing, is that for those of you who are absent-minded, for those of you who are like, Matt, I want your book, but I'm going to forget to order it, pre-orders start today. So if you order on Amazon, Amazon will not charge you until the book ships this summer. So go on Amazon, pre-order it, right? And then right before the book ships, you're going to get an email that says, oh, the Matt Fraser book is shipping, and you will get it right in, I think it's August 23rd is when it's being delivered. So head on over to Amazon, get your copy, pre-order it right now. And if you pre-order it on Amazon, you get the lowest price guaranteed. So from now up till the time it ships, you will get the lowest price if you go and order it on Amazon. So I got to let you guys know that because, I have this deal with Amazon right now because I know everybody's like, Matt, I have all these people on Facebook, all right? If you're on my Facebook page, they're like, Matt, you got to help me out because I keep waiting and waiting and waiting and then I miss out. Well, now you don't have to wait. Now you can go in if you're worried about the money, if you're worried about paying, whatever, go on Amazon, pre-order. You don't get charged until it ships. So you want to take advantage of that. It's right, here's the link right now. It's in the comment section and it's also in the description in this video. It's called We Never Die, Secrets of the Afterlife. And I want to tell you about this really quick, all right? This is why I chose this cover. Do you see the cover? This is me dead. This is what the soul transition looks like, all right? And I did this because this is what the spirit world has told me it looks like when we pass on. Our soul leaves our body and we become the perfect version of ourselves. So this is what I think is the perfect version of me, all right? 10 pounds lighter and looking good in this blazer. And by the way, for those of you who ask, is there fashion on the other side? Is there clothing on the other side? It's answered in this book. And this is the reason why I chose this cover, because so many people are afraid of death because they think that you change. It's just a change it's just a change in form, not a change in appearance. So the same way that my body went from this to this, here's my lifeless body here to being perfect and great again. That's exactly what your soul is like. Your soul leaves your body in a flash, just like that. And then next thing you know, you're back whole again in heaven on the other side. So I wrote this book, We Never Die, Secrets of the Afterlife. It's available right now for pre-order. So get your pre-orders in. Visit my link. If you get, I don't know about the other carriers, but I do know on Amazon, you will not get charged till it is shipped. So you want to make sure you get that in your cart. And then, which is probably going to happen. If you're like me, you'll forget that you pre-ordered it. And then come August, right, you'll be like, oh my God, I have an email. I forgot about this. Oh my God, my book is coming tomorrow. Because you know how Amazon, ships next day. You'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You're gonna be like, this is amazing. It came at the perfect time. I forgot I ordered it and now it's coming. So here it is right here. And that's one of the things that I want to let you guys know as well. I see Tony ordered their copy. I see that who else? Terry Lee's like, oh my God, Matt in my mailbox. Yes. I see Julie says, I gotta get that. I gotta get the new book. M23G is saying, is it on Audible? Yes, it's on Audible. If you guys like the audio books, I'm gonna record it in an audio form as well. Maddie already ordered it. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Sarah S says, I adore you. I adore you back. Oh my God, Bangers and Masha, did you shit your pants? I shit my pants when I actually saw it arrive at my doorstep. Yes. Oh my God. I see, who else here? Sean is here as well. I see Terry Lee. Thank you. Devon ordered as well. Thank you. And here's what's so amazing as well. All right. Make sure you have your pre-orders in. What's so amazing is that, I really put my whole heart and soul into this book because of the help from all of you. You guys provided all the questions. I didn't tell you. I just started answering them and I put them all in this new book. So, this is my tell-all. And everything that I put in this book, you won't find in another medium book. And here's the reason why. Every single thing that I've learned about heaven and the afterlife has come from speaking to your loved ones in spirit. Every time I do a reading, I learn so much more about heaven, about the afterlife, about what our loved ones are doing in spirit. I learn about what it's like on the other side. I get little glimpses into heaven. So every reading that I do, I'm learning. And I don't know everything about the afterlife. I don't know everything there is because I've never died. But your loved ones in spirit come through and share with me what life is like for them on the other side. And that's why I want to share this with all of you. So I wanted to surprise you. Hopefully I surprised you guys here today. Don't forget, pre-order your copy, We Never Die, right now on Amazon. Pre-order starts today. So get on there and get your copy. The link is again in my bio and also in the comments. And I'm going to be trying to come back on here to do some lives as well. I know I've been missing on YouTube for a while. I promise you that, there's going to be new week. Here's what I'm promising. 1, new videos weekly. There will be new psychic reading videos posted every week to this YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed. 2, I'm going to be coming back on here to do some surprise lives now and again. And also, I'm going to be putting up some teaching videos as well. So anything that you want to know about heaven and the afterlife, you can ask me on my social media pages on Facebook, Instagram. What the hell else am I on? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. There's too many social media. If the dead can find me, you can find me. We'll leave it at that. All right. So we're going to be doing that. I try to respond to as many comments as I can as well. And you guys make it hard on me. Who just said that? Someone just goes, we only follow you on YouTube. I know. You got to follow me on the other places too. It's hard to keep track. I got to keep track of the dead. And now I got to keep track of all these social media channels. How the hell do you do it? So don't forget, I'm letting you all know, We Never Die. Order your copy right now on Amazon. Pre-order it. You won't get charged till it ships. It'll ship this summer. And that's all. And in the meantime, don't forget, if you guys want to come meet me in person, I'm coming to Detroit, Michigan, and I'm also coming to Philadelphia Live Hotel and Casino in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I will be giving live readings. So for those of you who'd like to join me, you can join me for an online reading. For those of you asking, you can join me for an online reading or in person in Philadelphia or Detroit by visiting my website, meetmattfraser.com. So remember, meetmattfraser.com. If the dead can find me, you can find me. All right? Actually, Jennifer, Amy's going, take time for yourself. Don't overdo it. Take time to breathe. Have you seen me? I'm like my energy is all over the place all the time. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I just keep going. But because I love what I do, I love seeing all of you. And more importantly, I feel like sometimes I'm the head of the dead because I got to keep track of the living and the dead at the same time. It's tough. You got to have high energy. That's why I'm always drinking coffee, because psychics run on Dunkin'. So, although lately this psychic's been running on Starbucks, I gotta be honest, because it's a little bit stronger. But anyways, I love you guys. If I don't see you in the meantime, happy holidays. And don't forget, if you want to pre-order, get your copy on Amazon or anywhere that you pre-order books. I personally like Amazon because they won't charge you till it ships. So you can get it on my website. You can get it by visiting the link in the comments or in the chat. And more importantly, I'll be back on here live. I love you all. Remember that your loved ones are always with you. I'll see you soon.